Now we're going to take a look at ChessBase's database update service, which keeps your reference database up to date with the very latest games. So first of all, to access this, you'll need to be connected to the internet, and you'll need to have activated your copy of ChessBase 11. And finally, you'll need either the Mega or Big database from the previous 3 years. The service has been going since 2008, so if you've got databases from 2008, 2009 or 2010, you'll be able to use this service. Here you can see I've got the Mega database 2010, and I've already selected it as my reference database. Now we've already looked how to do this, but just to remind you, right click on the database, go down to Properties, and then check the box by reference database. Okay, so when you've done all those things, you're ready to go. Simply click the button that says New Games, next to this that says Mega Update. This will now connect you to ChessBase's online update service and open up a new window, which we should see in just a few seconds. So here we go, we can see this now. It's got quite a few different options that are actually greyed out. So the first thing we need to do is register as a new user, and you can see the one button up here that isn't greyed out is Register User, so click on this. Here's where you get to create a new account if you haven't got one already, which you'll need the registration code that came with your database. So for instance, if you've got the Mega database 2010, if you open up the case that came with the disk, then the number should be inside there. So check you've got that before you be able to use this service. So if you haven't got an account, just simply click Create New Account, or otherwise enter your email address and password details here. When you're ready to go, simply click OK. Now you can see a lot of it's no longer greyed out. There's 3 main window panes to look at. This one here shows the 3 main database updates. So we've got one from 2008, one for 2009, and another one for 2010. Now if you've only subscribed to one of these, you'll see that status here. You'll also see the total number of games available in these updates here. And this is a new feature, which is an update from ChessBase 10. Shows you how many separate databases have gone into making that one big update. So let's look at the update base for 2010. You'll see below here, once you've selected the update base, you'll see below a window that shows all the separate databases that go to make up the update. You can see, for instance, they're organized by number and also organized by date. Here it'll tell you how many games are in each update, and this is really the important bit. This tells you whether you've loaded them or not yet. So here you can see we haven't yet downloaded any of the game updates. The good thing about this is that once you've downloaded them, if you then come back a few weeks later to download the most recent update, it'll show you which games you've already loaded and which are not loaded. So you're not downloading databases you've already got, which will be filling up your reference database with duplicates. And the final pane, this one over here on the right, shows you what tournaments and what games, basically shows you the contents of each of the separate databases that make up the update. So click on any one of these, and here you'll get a summary of the contents. So for instance, here it shows you some of the tournaments that are featured in the update. And here's some of the top players that are featured. Also shows you how many games you'll see from that player in each update. So when you're ready to go, if you haven't yet downloaded any games, all you need to do is hit the button to download games. That will download all the available updates to your database. If you've downloaded some previously and say there's only the top 2 that you haven't yet installed, which will show not loaded here. These will all show loaded if they've been installed. You can select individual sections by pressing Control and then clicking. So for instance, if as I say we want the top 2, click on one, then hold Control and click on the other. That now selects the 2 most recent updates, and for that simply click Download Selected Entries. Once you've done that, the updates will download to your computer hard drive and automatically be added to your reference database. So there you go. This will keep your database right up to date. That's the ChessBase Database Update Service.